Yo, I was gonna type a Facebook update, but it's a little bit much to put in text, and I have time. It's really warm right now. It's 3:30 in the afternoon in Quincy. Sunny Friday afternoon. It's got to be in the mid 80s, which is strange because it was like 36, 37 degrees this morning. I'm getting notifications coming in. I just so check it out real quick. I just ordered. Well, I didn't just order. I've been working on this for like a week and a half. Got a wheel in from the bike shop. Double wall, 32 hole, 10 speed Shimano, high quality wheels for $95 plus tax. Paid for in full. They let me take it. The 10 speed cassette, micro shift, and 10 speed chain, Shimano Tiagra chain are in the shop, ready for pickup, and some rim tape. So it would have been 70 bucks and change. But it's a clash of worldviews right now, and clash of priorities, and clash of, well, operating programs. Let's talk about operating programs. I'm not going to ramble on. Chain, cassette, you need a special tool to put on the cassette, 10 speed. You need a splined thing that attaches to you can use a crescent wrench and this spline tool that Shimano makes. They don't have it for sale in the shop. Only the mechanic has one. They want to charge $25 to install a cassette. It takes 30 seconds. Maybe. You put a cassette on the wheel, you put it on and tighten it. Now, if that includes the chain breaking and the chain, that's cool. Swapping the tire over. If it includes the whole shebang of getting that wheel on my bike rideable, that's fair. But 25 bucks to put a cassette on. I think we charge $7 just to have a charge at Calco's to add every shop I've worked at, and I've worked at like 9 different bike shops. That shop, Yuba Adventures, caters to the rich. As I mentioned in a previous post, bicycles are not the plaything of the rich. They are the great equalizer. These 2 bikes sitting right here, these gorgeous both 1988 vintage steel frame. Look at that mongoose, my friend Robert's mongoose. He got that for 20 bucks. I got my bike. I haven't put a dime into mine except the front tube, so $9. Everything you need between the 2 bikes. His seat post is frozen. My wheel is toast. These things are not difficult to fix. These are not difficult fixes. These are, well, the seat post could be difficult. You need a torch and time and a rack, and you might have to actually melt the aluminum seat post out of the chromoly frame, or it's not easy, but it's also not like a total deal breaker. It's a beautiful frame. That's a vintage mongoose, a real mongoose, not a Chinese mongoose. That's a real mountain bike from 1988, and it shifts and it rides. It's got Shimano Dior, triple chainring, and a 6-speed rear. So that would suggest 1988, and new tires. And he paid 20 bucks for it. I found mine in a free pile and I painted it. My livery is from 1988. So I guess I'm going to ramble on a minute because this needs some context and some commentary. And the world needs some wisdom. Bicycles are the man's noblest invention. We all should be on a bike every day. You should get on a bike and pedal around, even just 5 minutes, 5 minutes a day, and improve your mood, improve your circulation, get the ball rolling, get your what's the word for that? Get your system going and your circulation and your lungs pumping and your heart pumping. I'm really hungry right now. By the way, I'm out of money and I don't have any food. And I'm in town. I have food at camp, but it's 6 miles away, and it's too hot to ride to camp right now. So I'm kind of just hanging on in Quincy to see what happens. I found a box of donuts at Safeway earlier. I had a donut. I can't have 2. I'd be shaking like a leaf. Get your metabolism going. That's what I was looking for, metabolism. Get your metabolism going in the morning, just 5 minutes on a bike. I found that 15 to 20 minutes is the perfect start to your day. And a 25 to 30-minute ride in the evening. When I used to commute to work, that was kind of it was 9 miles to Cal Coast Bicycles from when I lived at my dad's, and I would ride every morning. And I got that down to 25 minutes, 9 miles. Typically took about 31, 32 minutes. And then riding home was uphill and took 35 to 37. I would often take a longer loop and go around Lake Murray, go up some hills, do my training. But that was like, I was in the best shape of my life back then. And I set records, all kinds of records in San Diego because of that. And I got on Strava in 2011 and created a lot of segments. And it was just chasing records. And I worked up for 16 months solid, riding 200 miles a week plus, and set an age group course record for the 100-mile time trial at the Stagecoach Century out in Borrego. So it's actually turning into a little vlog. We have to, okay, maybe I am rambling in a manic fashion, but I am hot, I'm bothered, I'm hungry, I'm broke, I'm frustrated. And here's why I'm frustrated. The bike shop I was just at, and I couldn't pick up the rest of the parts because my money's being held by PayPal. $121 sent by my father to help me get this bike going so I have some transportation. Okay, are you with me so far? I have the money being held. I wanted to pick up my parts. Can't pick up the parts, money's being held. Even if I had the money on my card to get the parts, they would want to charge $25 labor to put the parts on the bike, which technically I could do in a minute or two with the tool. The tool, which is $12 from QBP, Quality Bicycle Products, and they're available, but they don't have any in the shop to sell. The tool wouldn't be here till next Thursday. Okay, next Thursday. I've been riding this bike with broken spokes, breaking more spokes every time I ride for weeks. And they know. I come in almost every day, use the pump. I bought a tube. They've been helpful. I finally got some funds came in. I ordered the parts. Everything's I've greased all the skids. Okay. I've lubed the chain. Of the whole situation. I provided business to the only local business that can pull this off and help me out. And yet, finally getting to the point. I said, okay, I'm going to have to pay you to do it. I have the money on the way. It's just being held. Okay, so can you put that on for me? He says, no, we got to make a work order. We can't get to it till next week. I said, hey, man, it's like a flat repair, dude. It's 2-3 minutes. So, yeah, we got customers waiting. Well, the customers they have waiting are the wealthy who use bikes as a plaything. And here's the conflict of worldviews and the contrast. This is the battle. I don't operate on Babylon 101. I don't operate on cater to the rich programming. I operate on, I'm fucking homeless. And I rely on this bicycle to get me from camp to town every day. I'm out of money. I'm out of food. I'm hungry. I'm bothered. I'm frustrated. I'm hot. I'm sweating. I bust my ass to get to camp last night on that bike on 5 broken spokes in 25 minutes, almost 6 miles, uphill. I've been in that shop 15 times now. I finally provided them business. No discounts. Straight up full retail. No arguments on my end. I thought this kid was my friend, Simon. I thought he was my friend. That's not how you treat friends. That's not. It's just not how you treat a friend. And it's not how you treat a customer. Oh, yeah. Oh, hey, man. Yeah, you got your wheel came in. Hell yeah. Let's get it on. Let me put it on for you, man. You good? You got enough food for the day? Are you doing all right? How you feeling? How are you? Good to see you. How's the riding? How's the training? How's the camp? How's life? This is how I operated at every bike shop I ever worked at. I got to know my customers. When they sat down, when you came to my shop, we had a fancy Italian espresso machine. I'd whip you up an espresso with some half and half and a little sugar. I knew exactly how you liked it, and I made it for you. It was ready for you on the counter. And sit down, let's have a chat. The old school bike shop, the town bike shop. So here I am, someone who's finally been able to provide business to the local bike shop, even though I'm going to open my own in the future, and I'll be their competition. And I won't put them out of business because they cater to an entirely different echelon, financial echelon, and worldview echelon, paradigm echelon, an entirely different concept of what bicycles are for than what I have. A bicycle is the equalizer. A bicycle is economical. A bicycle is sustainable. A bicycle is responsible. A bicycle is healthy. A bicycle is friendly. A bicycle makes friendly communities. A bicycle makes walkable towns, safe towns, clean towns, low noise towns, comfortable towns, pleasant towns. Quincy is primed to be a shining example of what the bicycle can do for the world. I'm primed by being here to be the example. I order the parts. I paid full retail. I'm a little short on the cassette and the chain and the rim tape to get it rolling. I'm a little short on the tools to put it on myself. I had them all when I had in my backyard shop. That all got thrown away. Just like my RV stuff got thrown away by my brother. Literally, this happened before. My brother gathered all my things from my backyard shop and threw it all away in 3 55-gallon trash bag cans in the front yard, and I dumped them all in the yard. No, I'm rambling a little now. Okay. Going back. Let's bring it back. This is the crux of the problem. Babylon 101 caters to the rich only, ignores the needs of the poor, oppresses the poor. Slave driver, your tables have turned. What's happening? What is happening? I paid full retail. I have the money. I need the wheel to ride. I could go right now with $100 when I get my $100, when it actually PayPal releases the money that was sent by my own father to help me out, to get me through a little pinch, little crux, little bottleneck event in my life, get me through the flood of what's happening in my existence, through this narrow, the eye of the needle. It's easier for a camel to enter the eye of the needle, enter through the eye of a needle, than for a rich man to enter the kingdom of heaven. And this is why. This shit pisses him off. Trust me, I know it pisses him off because I'm pissed. I'm a man after God's own heart, and I listen, and these emotions that I feel, the frustration, the anger, I talked about it last night. There are 6 things the Lord hates. He hates certain things: haughty eyes, lying tongue, hands that shed innocent blood, feet that are quick to rush into evil, false witness that pours out lies. All those things he hates. A man who stirs up dissension among brothers. When you oppress the poor, you despise their maker. And what you've done to the least of these, you've done unto me. It's all coming into full focus right now. It's all coming into clarity right now. It's all coming together. This reminds me of being in my backyard bike shop when I have beautiful bicycles in the stable, ready to ride. More or less. I can ride my bike with 31 spokes. I proved it yesterday. I have to tune the wheel every time I ride it, even just 2 miles. I have the spoke wrench. And by the way, there's Sorel mountain boots, winterable boots in the corner, large size 13 if you need some. I found those in the free pile. This is the clash. Worldviews are being brought to face each other right now. This is what's happening. The shift is this. Your operating program is faulty because you cater to the rich and cater to the wealth, cater to those who already have everything, and dismiss and mistreat and oppress and make problems for those of us who are struggling a little bit right now. You have to change your operating program. You're not going to survive what's coming. You have to change the way you treat people. You have to change your value system. You have to change the power structure. You have to. We all have to alter our mindset to get in line with kingdom thinking. Kingdom Hall, just talking to Jehovah's Witnesses for like 25 minutes earlier. Nice conversation. And this is what the example, the lessons are in the book. I will honor them for that. We disagree doctrinally. I'm a Trinitarian. I believe Jesus is God himself, and so is the Holy Spirit. That's not important. What's important is the example, the way who teaches us? Who do we bow before? Who do we listen to? Who do we surrender to? Whose value system do we adopt? And whose instruction do we follow? I follow the Lord God Almighty. I follow the book. I follow the new kingdom thinking. I follow my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. And when I have my shop and you rolled in with this, and I knew your situation, hey, I'd put the wheel on for you. I'd get it pumped up, get you ready to tune it up for you, take it for a spin, make sure everything worked. You got show me on your PayPal that the money's on hold. Okay, well, when the money comes in on Monday, you come back and pay. You're good. I got it on your tab. That's just the way I operate. That's just the operating system in this vessel. And it's the operating system that's going to fix everything. And it's who I am, and it's what I'm here to do. I'm doing it well. I'm doing it with strength and grace, clarity and friendliness, compassion, empathy, all of the above. All of the above. We have to alter the way we act. We have to adopt kingdom thinking, and we have to. You're not going to survive what's coming I won't forget that. I will never forget that. And someone who I considered a friend is now not an enemy, but it's just someone I dismiss. And you're not going to be welcome with me. And that's bad for you. I had high hopes. Really, really high hopes for my friend. I still call him friend. He's a good kid. He grew up here. He has some, you just got to minor adjustments, So that's what's up. That's what's up. I need my wheel. I need it installed. I need the cassette to work. I need the chain on. I need to switch my shifters over to friction so it'll work. And I need to just get on with my life. It's not rocket science. It's not rocket science. I didn't ask for a deal. I didn't ask for a break. I offered to pay the extra $25, even though that's ridiculous, to have it installed because I can't wait till next Thursday to get the part. And then when you say, oh, we got to put a work order in for it, you could put it on the rack and do it. Have me out of here in less than 5 minutes. $25 to install a cassette. The letter kills. The spirit gives life. They made the system. They made the protocol. They have their operating system for their business. They can be kind. They can be compassionate. They can be empathetic. They can show me a little grace. Or they can be total pricks, which they're being. Not a fan. Not a fan. Not a fan. And not how I operate, and never has been and never will be. And y'all should be thankful for that, because I'm going to be in charge of a lot soon. That's just the way it is. He sees my heart. He knows my heart. I'm a man after his own heart. I operate the way he operates. I think the way he thinks. I do what he asks. I do what he does. I do follow his example. Always. Thank God for that. Without me, it wouldn't work. So on that note, God bless America. Over and out.